I came from nothing. Came from the bottom.
We got a plan. We got a place we're trying to go. And they on our way today. And that's all it is, man. We at home, and it's time for us to step up.
The 30 birds, they go all the way. Atlanta Falcons, they go all the way. Do you rap, you go all the way. Super Bowl, they go all the way. All the way. They go all the way.
And welcome back, everybody, to another edition of the Atlanta Teen Sports Center live this time. I actually got a call. I don't know if you know this person, Ethan, but I got this call from Ethan Love. Is that, was that the person who wanted to take a call? Just making sure.
I'm sorry, from who?
It's this person named Ethan Love. Was that who wanted to?
Love?
Yeah, he called me for some reason.
I think I know that man. I think I know him.
Did he want to join the show or something?
I'm not sure. I just let him on.
Oh, you did? Anyway, guys, sorry about that for a second. We got another Falcon show coming up, if you can tell from that, from that intro song there. Talk a little bit about preseason week 1, some of the breaking news from today. And, yeah, we'll see what goes down for week 2. We got some news coming up, and we do have a Google Voice number set up now. If you want to call in and chime into the show, the number is 678-757-4379. Again, that number is 678-757-4379. Alright, so I'm going to get out to the co-host here. What they think about how week 1 was originally, just from the starters' perspective, from the opening drive where they scored the touchdown. Devontae Freeman off the screen pass got into the end zone. Matt Ryan had a nice drive. I'm going to get to Ethan first, and then I'll get to Jordan on what their thoughts were based on what they heard and what they saw.
You know, I love the way the direction the team is going in right now. I know it's just week 1 of the preseason, so you can't really tell much about how the season's going to go. But the way it looks right now, I think things are headed in the right direction. I'm a little scared about Devontae Freeman. That's frightening news.
We'll get to that in just a little while.
Yeah.
And Jordan, what are your original thoughts on how the starters played?
I thought they were very efficient. It was nice play from the offensive line. Nice to see. And then you got Devontae Freeman, who, it's a bad news about him, but he was looking for position out there along with Matt Ryan as usual. Had a great catch by Muhammad. All around good play. I really loved it, though.
And, as I said, I don't think I actually introduced my co-host, by the way. Connor's not with us today. He actually never answered his phone. He was supposedly going to be on the show, but he never answered. So anyway, it's me, along with Blake Newsome, along with my co-hosts, Ethan Dubree and Jordan Ashley. So now I got that out of the way. Let's move into more of the subjects of the news matter that's been out the last few days of... Let's move into Takk McKinley first on, Well, let's move into Takk McKinley first. Sorry, I'm getting a phone call here.
I think that's Zach, Blake.
It's actually it should Ethan. Let me answer. Hold on. It's Zach.
Yeah, Zach.
All right. So next time he calls, I'll. I don't know. But let's move into. Sorry, guys, we're having a little bit of scratchy start. I'm used to being able to pause it when we have something, but can't do that when you're on live. Anyway, what are your guys' thoughts? And Takk McKinley hasn't been able to play much. He hasn't been able to play much in training camp or spring practice or week 1 of preseason because of an injury that's kept him out. So, what do you guys think once he'll be able to play? Hopefully this Sunday. How do you guys think he'll do? Do you think he'll get a lot of playing time, especially because he hasn't gotten any yet, or because he's a first-round draft pick? What are your guys' thoughts?
I think, this second week of the season, of the preseason, I think he's going to get a decent amount, not a lot, because of what kept him out last season. I think he's going to get a decent amount, okay amount, but he won't get to play the whole game. I'm going to say about a quarter or two, maybe a quarter and a half. But I don't see a whole lot of playing time for him.
And Ethan, what are your thoughts?
Honestly, I'm okay with him not getting a lot of playing time. I don't want to take too many risks here in week 2 of the preseason. We know that he's we hope that he's a round 1 talent for sure, and we want to see him go down this early in his career, so we'll take it careful.
And we'll move over to the Steelers side here for just a second. What are your guys' thoughts on T.J. Watt playing? How do you think he'll do against the Falcons? Do you think I definitely think this will be a big test for. Especially, we'll have to stay close to that first 1 or 2 drives to see how the starters play. Because I definitely think the Steelers will be one of the biggest competitors out there. And if we get to Super Bowl LII, I think they'll definitely be chasing it, the Patriots, like they did last year for another chance to to get a ring. So as they fell short in the semis, we fell short and became runners-up of the whole league. We'll definitely see, because this will definitely be interesting to see how Big Ben and Matt Ryan play the first 1 or 2 drives. But anyway, what do you guys think about T.J. Watt and how he'll play?
You know, I was watching TJ. What was it? I forget when it was. He looked great, but other than that, I haven't really heard much of him. So hopefully he's not one of those one-hit wonders, you know.
Yeah, and actually, guys, we got a caller coming in, Zach from Colorado. Well, I'll have to put you guys on hold. See you guys in a second.
Call from. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hold on 1 second. This is not doing good.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hello? Yeah, so welcome to the show. I just put you on with Ethan and Jordan. What's your question, man?
What's up?
What's your question?
I don't got a question. Oh, yes, I do. You guys are talking about the Falcons?
Yeah.
Why'd you guys blow a 28-3 lead?
All right. Any other questions?
Yeah. How come you couldn't hold Tom Brady in the last 2 minutes?
Any questions dealing to what we're talking about right now, currently?
What are you guys talking about?
T.J. Watt and the Steelers preview, Devontae Freeman's protocol, Tech McKinley, Week 1 recap of the preseason, stuff like that.
Yeah, no questions. Just here to listen.
Well, if you want to listen, we're on live on Spreaker.com if you want to join from there.
Well, you know what's that?
Zach, I got a question for you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I heard the news. I heard someone talking on the news this morning about Ezekiel Elliott. They think that he finally found a shirt that actually fit him. Is that true?
I don't have any sources relating to that topic, but once I find out any information, I'll have to contact you on that subject.
That seems entirely appropriate. Thank you very much.
And
No problem.
well, thank you for the call, Zach. Well,
Can I get that website real fast?
website, yeah. So go to Spreaker.com, Spreaker.com, search Atlanta Teens, as in teenagers, Sports Center, and you should show us Pull Up Live. It's the show that we're on right now.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you for the call, and that actually brings up a good subject about from what's going the perspective of Ezekiel Elliott on the 6-game suspension. What are your guys' thoughts on this? Do you think that was a little bit too harsh? Do you think it should have been 4, just like Tom Brady's was last year, or was it right? Was it not long enough? I mean, one, how would the Cowboys do without him as being one of their only talents left on the team, other than Des Bryant and possibly Dak Prescott? What are your guys' thoughts on what the Cowboys are going to do?
You know, honestly, I've been raised a Christian man, and I think Ezekiel Elliott's actions are just completely ridiculous lately. I mean, with all the grabbing, he can't keep his hands to himself. I think it's good that he finally learns a lesson that he couldn't learn in middle school.
And Jordan, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, for you to do something like that at the age he is, I mean, yeah, you're gonna have grown heads in football, but you don't have to go that far with anything with a woman. I mean, you can just walk away. It's not like he's a man. You can just walk up to him, punch him in the face, and get away with it. No, it's just crazy about what he did. It's stupid and dumb.
In my opinion, I think this was a perfect amount because, I mean, what he did was totally wrong. I will not say exactly yes or no why, but it was definitely wrong. It was the right thing to have him suspended, but I'm not really sure about the 6-game suspension or not. I mean, hopefully it'll benefit the Falcons because I'll get into another question with you guys. How do you think they will specifically do without Zeke? How about their first 6 games?
I think Zeke's impact on the Cowboys' offense will really be shown. Not only in that, what Zeke is bringing to the table, but that the defense doesn't have to strategize against stopping Zeke. They can focus more now on the pass offense of Dak Prescott, and they won't have to worry as much on the running game. So that'll have less opportunities for Dak to show his great arm of his.
Oh, well, before we go on a break here, we'll get a little bit about the first half about week 1, and then we'll get into Devontae and how the game ended before we wrap it up. What are your guys' thoughts on how, let's see, how do I phrase this? Atlanta played the first half. Matt Schaub did see a few drives. He did pretty well, but Matt Sims, our third stringer, actually did look pretty well out there. They did play very well in the first half. They're up 20-10 late in the third quarter. But what are your guys' thoughts on how they played? Do you think they looked well out there, especially for how? I think, to be honest, I think our team looks very deep in depth. I'll go to Jordan first.
What was I saying again? Sorry,
What are your thoughts on how the first half was of the preseason game? How did they look, especially Matt Sims?
Oh, Matt. I love the first half, but there was some hiccups in that half. Matt Sims, he wasn't the best. Neither was the run game, and we could have done better. The offensive line could have done more. Matt Sims could have had more yards out of that game. The Dolphins don't have the best team in the world. They're not the greatest. They could have done better, but I can sit with it, but I can't sit with it too long.
To be honest, me either. I hope that Atlanta plays better in week 2. I know this is the first preseason game, but there was a lot of drops by. If you saw on Fox 5 a few weeks ago, they had specifically Mohamed Sanu and Julio Jones came out saying there's a lot of young rookies and young wide receivers that have stepped up and are trying to play with us out here, along with Hardy, Gabriel, Sanu, and Jones. They're definitely making the team. Who's going to be the 5th or 6th spot? Out of the 2 left, a lot of them are stepping up, but there's clearly a few players that dropped 2 or 3 passes. Looks like they're cut, or they're not going to be here for if they have the same week like this in week 2. Ethan, what are your thoughts on that and on the wide receivers' perspective? Because I don't know if you know this, but there's a lot of specific receivers that drop 2 or 3 passes each. And you can't have too many people on the team that are wide receivers. Go ahead.
I couldn't quite catch the game, but I did see in the news that the Falcons receiving corps was not up to par with what they were last year. But it's week 1 in the preseason. I don't think we should overreact. Not get our panties in the water or anything. But I think it does need to be addressed, and the issue shouldn't carry on much longer.
I definitely agree. Well, I think that about takes us to dinner. I think Connor just sent me a text. I think he said dinner. So if I said that about takes us to dinner, my bad. That about takes us to break. We'll be right back after this little music song break. After it, we'll have Devontae Freeman talk. We'll talk about the game in full perspective. And we'll wrap things up here on Atlanta Teen Sports Center. As I said, you're listening to Atlanta Teen Sports Center. Make sure to stick around.
Now let's Just about to kick off, this party looks whack. Let's take it back to straight hip-hop and start it from scratch. I'm about to bloody this track up, everybody get back. That's why my pin needs a pad, cause my rhyme's on the rag. It's like I did with addiction, I'm about to peak it. Like a magician, critics I turn up it. Got them still on the fence, whether to peak it. But quick to get impaled when I tell them peak it. So sick from looking pale, well that's my peak it. About to go ham, yeah bitch, shout out to peak it. Let's bring it back to that vintage slim bitch. The order MC in mixed with Da Vinci and MC Rin. And I don't mean Stimpy's friend bitch. Been public enemy since you thought PE was gym bitch.
Shoes off, let your hair down.
All night long.
Pull your beard out, just weird out.
All night long. We're gonna rock this house until we knock it down. So turn the volume loud, cause it's spin to the AM. So baby, make just like cake. Better let yourself go. Let yourself go. I say forget before we kick the bucket. Life's too short to not go for love. Guess it's just the way that I'm dressed, ain't it? Khakis pressed, Nike shoes, crispy and fresh lace. So I guess it ain't that aftershave of cologne that made him just faint. Plus I showed up with a coat fresher than wet paint. So if love is a chess game, checkmate. But girl, your body's banging, jump me in, bang, bang, bang. Yes, sir, Bob. I was thinking the same thing. So come get on this kid's rock, bob with the bob, dang, dang. Pow, 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 pow. Chicka pow, chicka wow, wow. Got your gal, woman up a pow, 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 pow. And slow it down, throwing the town to the town. Throw it down, I don't know how, how. At least I know that I don't know. Question is, are you both so smart enough to feel stupid? Hope so, now hope.
Kick shoes off, let your hair down.
All night long.
Pull your beard out, just weird out.
All night long. We're gonna rock this house until we knock it down. So turn the volume loud, cause it's spin to the AM. So break the pace up like crazy. Let yourself go, let yourself go. I say forget before we kick the bucket. Life's too short to not go for love.
And welcome back, everybody, to Atlanta Teen Sports Center. If you want to chime in and make another call in, the number is 678-757-4379. As I said, that is 678-757-4379. As I said on the final segment, we'll talk a little Jalen Collins, Devontae Freeman's protocol concussion, and the second half, week 1 of the preseason. I'm going to start with Jalen. Actually, we'll leave that for a second. We'll talk about Devontae Freeman. He has been placed on protocol today for a concussion and will not play Sunday versus Pittsburgh in week 2 of the preseason. What are your guys' original thoughts on this? I don't think this is too awful based on this is only the preseason. Devontae's a tough player. I think he'll definitely be ready for week 3 or definitely week 4 before the final cuts are made, and he'll be able to show a little bit more because he's not going to be playing that much anyway. He and Tevin have both been placed as top 10 running backs in Madden 18, both in the 80, both at least 84 overall. That's where Tevin is, and I think Devontae's at 89. But that moves into other running backs to maybe take a spot here with other 3 spots open. You don't think the Falcons are going to want to keep all 5 running backs that they got. At the moment, they got Freeman and Coleman. You definitely know are making the team. Then you got these men called Tavon Ward, who we picked up late season, who did do pretty well in the games that he did play in. Then we have Brian Hill, our first 4th round draft pick, and then they picked up former Florida Gator, and who was drafted by Seattle last year. Drafted by San Francisco last year, traded to Seattle, and then cut right now a few weeks ago. They signed him a few days ago by the name of Kelvin Taylor. And my question to you guys first, I have 2 questions. I'll get to Jordan first and then Ethan. My first question is, how serious do you think Devontae is? And the second question is, what running backs will this open up space for? Will it be Tavon Ward, Brian Hill, or Kelvin Taylor? I'll go to Jordan first.
His injury, this is normal. I mean, it's not normal, but players go through injuries, and it's going to take a toll on the team, but we have brotherhood, and that's something so they can have, but they don't really have like us. Matt Ryan said earlier, once you walk into the locker room, you just feel a bond that the team has, and that's something you can't get with every team. This team will come together, but I think this injury It's going to, Teron Ward, he's going to come in. He's going to be a big man. The Grind Hill did not prove much or anything in that first preseason game.
I'm going to have to cut you off there for 1 second, Jordan. Apparently, Zach has another question. We'll get to you guys in 1 second.
Call.
And, Zach,
To
what's your...
accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
1 second. I have that awful thing on Google Voice. Zach, you have another question?
Yeah, all right. So, you guys, I understand, have, Devontae Freeman out with a concussion.
Yes, it's true.
So, my question is, who are you looking to now? Just to see who can, come in and kind of prove himself as a starting quarterback, for your Falcons team. If Devontae Freeman's concussion proves to be more serious than it, might be, if it slows him down a little bit, takes away from his game. But, just wondering, who you guys look to.
Before we go there, Zach, I read in the news, does Devontae Freeman have small knee syndrome too, or was that just a hoax, or?
Small knee syndrome? Is that what I heard?
Yes, sir.
I would assume that to be a hoax.
Okay. Obviously we're really looking for Tevin Coleman to step up in that kicker spot.
But to be honest, though, I don't think he'll be playing that much. I mean, with Devontae already out, you don't think they'll play Tevin that much. That's why I said, I'll get back to you in just a second, Ethan, but that goes back to Tavon Ward, Kelvin Taylor, and Brian Hill, our 4th-round draft pick. Who's going to step up to be able to take that 3rd spot and definitely get a roster spot? Because I don't think they're going to want to keep all of them, so it definitely shows. So, what do you guys think? I'll go back to you, Ethan. I'll let you finish it off. What do you think? It'll be Kelvin Taylor, Brian Hill, and Tavon Ward, and I'll go to you after that, Jordan.
Really, I think this right now it looks like a curse, but I think it could be as old Scott would say about Ethan and Libby, but a blessing in disguise, because now we really get to see which one of our running backs that are competing for the spot. Now they really have the time and the space and the opportunity to really show themselves. I mean, hopefully Devontae isn't terribly hurt, but we might have another star in the upcoming year, boys.
And that's definitely true. Well, Zach, thank you for the call. Let you know if you have any other questions before the show ends.
Can I get one more question in?
Yeah.
So after coming off, last season's Super Bowl and, this season's draft and so far a game in preseason, what do you guys think you rank amongst the top 5 teams in the league? I
definitely think we're up there. I think it's still us and the Patriots, definitely. What do you think, Jordan?
Yeah, I agree. We're not far behind the Patriots, but I mean, if you really think about it, we really won that Super Bowl on paper, and I mean, we really should have won it. I mean, you could say we blew a 26-point lead, but hey, I mean, things happen, and sometimes you just gotta face those hard times, and when you face those hard times, you gotta think, you got your whole team behind you.
And also, one thing to point out is we are in a harder division than the Patriots when you think about it on paper. They got the Bills, the Jets, and the Dolphins in the division. Normally, one of them pops up and is a good team for that year, but they're not going to challenge the Patriots or anything. And what Bill Belichick does to flip around that team every year, along with the Falcons division, that has a little bit more of a challenge. Like the Bucs look, they can still challenge us a little bit this year based on their roster. The Saints, to be honest, I hate to say this, but they look okay. So, yeah,
I really think New Orleans this year has a better chance of getting hit by a hurricane than making the playoffs.
That's what I said too to this kid at sports broadcasting camp. He thought the Saints were going to be better than the Falcons this year and make the playoffs, win the division. I definitely think New Orleans still has an okay team out there. They still got great quarterback Drew Brees, but other than that, I mean, they've lost Jimmy Graham over the last few years to Seattle, and a lot of their talent. They can't keep the same wide receiver core for some reason they just wanted to take former Heisman Trophy winner Mark Ingram's place by having this knee injury protocol by adding AP to the roster. Anyway, I don't know what the Saints are doing out there either, but hopefully it spirals downwards for them and the Falcons are able to have an easier division like the Patriots are. Well, Zach, thank you for the call. Just one favor, if you sign in on Google or Facebook to follow us on our show. That's all you have to do, and then you hit the follow button. All right, thanks for the call, man. Yep. And make sure to tune in to our next show. See ya.
Yeah.
And before we wrap this up here, we'll get into the Jalen Collins talk. He was suspended for 10 games. As you know, it doesn't count in the preseason. That moves into our final topic, as he got burned on coverage off a 99-yard touchdown from the Dolphins' third straight quarterback or so. That it was an average pass, but the way Collins got burned is he had one man to beat off a juke and he was gone, and that's what gave the Dolphins pretty much the winning touchdown. And I'm gonna go to Jordan first, Ethan, because he's the one that we're the ones that saw the game, and we'll get to you in a second. What do you think of his mind? Do you think the Falcons should end up cutting Jalen Collins or not?
Yeah, he needs to go. I mean, all right, you have to. I mean, sometimes you can understand. I'm still outraged that he did the PED still, and so the first time you can kind of get it, but the second time, come on, man. I mean, you're going to get caught. You're not getting away with this.
This is his third time in total. He did it. This is his second time in his NFL career, and I believe last year was his rookie year, and he also did it in college once. But yeah, back to you.
It's not helping him at all to come out and just do the stuff to himself.
And Ethan, I'll go to your thoughts on what they should do with Jalen Collins.
You know, I honestly, I don't know what his issue is. Maybe he's got some family troubles. Maybe he's got some girlfriend blue balls. I don't know. I don't know what his problem is. Maybe he's finishing a lot. I think he really needs to just finish off in practice. Get back to the drawing board. Maybe get in the film room some more. I don't know. Maybe it's a change of heart. Maybe it's a speech from the old Chapel Moore, Mississippi Quickie. I don't know.
And to be honest, I mean, he did play great in those games that he played in, covering for Trufant last year. He did well in the Super Bowl. He played along with, who does have some experience now, as Robert Alford. Nice guy, actually. Met him at Sports Broadcasting Camp, not this summer, but the one before. So I definitely think he's a good player, but based on what he did, and you don't have to pay him, so that's my question is, do you think you should cut him or not? But I don't know. So I'm not sure what should go down, but I just think that it'd definitely be interesting of what the Falcons should do. I mean, he's suspended for 10 games, so should they just cut him now and get rid of it, or just wait because they don't have to pay him and just let one roster spot go and just give him one more chance? Well, I don't know. But I think I'll get to one more question of you guys each is, what are your guys' overall thoughts on how the Falcons played week one, even though they did lose the game by a 99-yard touchdown and Jalen Collins got burnt. But as we said, the starters look good. What are your guys' overall thoughts, and what do you think they should do going into week 2 to play Pittsburgh?
Going into week 2, you're not gonna see all their big stars for long. I mean, I wouldn't prepare for that. I would prepare for your rookies and their rookies to collide and actually hit, and let them see what they have. These rookies never improved much. They lost, and they had a lead, and they could hold it. I mean, and it wasn't Kyle Shanahan non-run. It's not anything. That was good play calling. It's just a matter
of you mean Steve
can your rookie come in.
Do you mean Steve Sarkisian or whatever his name is? Kyle Shanahan's the 49ers coach.
I know, but what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, there's no bad play calling here, and You know, it was just they couldn't do anything, and I would get them rookies together. I would say, hey, I want to see more, or I mean, this team really could use you right now, and if you can't, well, you're just going to be on the free agent market without a team and a job, without getting paid. So, and it's all up to them.
Well, do you have any other final statements, Ethan?
Do we have another caller?
No, that was my mom calling me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, we actually do have another caller. 1 second.
Okay.
Call from
Hi, state your name and where you're from, and welcome to the show. Hello? Caller? Denver? Denver number. Welcome to the show. I think you already hung up. Anyway, well, I think that does it for the show, guys. As I said, make sure to tune in next time to our show on Atlanta Teen Sports Center. We're starting to kind of create a schedule. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and on Twitter and Facebook. Instagram, it's all one word, all lowercase, Atlanta Teen Sports Center. On Facebook, it's our name. Just type it in on Facebook, Atlanta Teen Sports Center. Spell it exactly how it is spelled on Spreaker. And on Twitter, it's ATL Teens Sports. That's how you spell it on Twitter. Well, as I said, it's all lowercase. Well, thank you guys for joining me. I gotta take off and do some other things, but we'll catch you guys next time. Hopefully the Falcons will get week 2. We'll have another show out in the next few days. I know it's been a few days since I've done our last show. Thank you guys for listening, and we will see you next time. See you, everyone. Wait, hold on 1 second. Got a caller.
Call from
1 second, everyone. Hello?
Hi.
Yeah, who is this?
Food court.
Hello?
I think I got the wrong number, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Bye.
Bye. Well, apparently we just got a call from a food court from Denver, from your area, Ethan. Well, anyway, this has been a cringy show enough as it is. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, to be honest. We'll see you guys next time.
Are they talking?
It's from a 720 number, but they said they had the wrong number when they answered. Anyway, see you guys next time. See you guys next time, Atlanta. Go A-Town, rise up, chop on, in brotherhood, unite and conquer, all those things you say.